we gonna accomplish them?
If we think positive, do I believe in positive thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I read books with Osho that he spoke about this topic too, you know, and
Cool.
and I agree with him, but I'm not for sure exactly what he said, but I mean, it's actually, I think it might be better to just be in meditation, like no thinking, like not positive, not negative, just in the moment.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that would be ideal, because I feel that positive thinking, it could just lead towards like something that's false, like you're like hiding the negative with the positive, like you end up becoming false, like basically just like the way of yin yang, like there's a balance of positive and negative, like there's always going to be day and then there's going to be night. Positive thinking is almost like pretending that night doesn't exist when it does. You know,
Yeah.
and rather than
I know that.
rather than like denying the negative, you just accept it for what it is, and then it's almost like you don't view anything as positive or negative. You just see everything merged together as one, and then you don't really favor one over the other. You know, you just kind of see, you just kind of experience both with just like an open-mindedness. Because I mean, when you think about positive thinking, it's almost like you have expectations. You want this to happen opposed to that, and really you gotta basically give up control, because we can't control everything, you know. And it's almost like you just let the Tao take control, and you don't really favor one over the other. You're willing to accept whatever comes your way. So in a way, when you think that way, you essentially almost turn the negative into positive, because you're not really seeing the negative as negative. You essentially end up seeing everything as one. So what people normally would associate with like struggle, they don't want to experience struggle because they think it's a negative thing. But somebody that's in meditation, he sees that the struggle is like a part of life, it's a part of your growth, and they could see the positive. They could basically see the positive in the negative. So then it basically doesn't become negative anymore. It's not like a false development. It's just a deep understanding of how the world works. Just like a battery, like you can't have like two positive ends, it just won't work. Can't have two negative ends, that won't work either. It needs the positive and the negative, and then the battery will work, you know. So I guess instead of saying do I believe in positive thinking, I'll say I believe in no thinking. Just don't think, you know. Just don't think.
I feel you though. Because even like when your experience is negative, like in a way I think see positivity in negativity. I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, if you have positive experiences, like there's still some negativity in it. There's still things to make it better. I mean, just like your body also, like you look at yourself in the mirror, and I mean, if you're training for looks, you're missing, hey, that's a beautiful body here, but I need to improve that and that. In a way, you see both sides. You know, you see the positive and the negative, you know. So, I think you're right, though, you know. It's important to see both sides, you know, not just like being positive all the time, because to me that just doesn't exist, you know, being positive all the time.
Yeah, that's to me just it's really fake. Like I've met people like that, and I could just feel the fakeness like right away. Like a lot of these people that I've met in the past, like they're like religious fanatics, for example, you know, and they're like always try to get me to convert to some religion and stuff, and they're always like smiling and always happy all the time. Like I just feel like there's something wrong. Like that's not right, you know. Like it's false, you know. Like it's a false happiness, you know. Like it's you know, that's not the way. It's almost like somebody that's like pretends like they never have lust, or they never masturbate, you know, or like they never go to the bathroom.
They're never angry.
You know, yeah, they're never angry. They never go to the bathroom to pee or poop or anything. It's like, no, like everybody has these parts of themselves, and some people judge it as negative, but it doesn't have to be seen as a negative. It's just a part of your overall being, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like a meditative person, it's not that he's like never angry. It's just that even Osho would say that when a meditative person is angry, he's like really truly angry. He's like fully in it. You know, he's not holding it. He's not
so
like
he's aware of it.
He's not like holding it back, holding his anger inside, and then like smiling on the outside, but bottling it up. No, he's like really he's in the moment of wherever, you know, whatever emotion that he's in. And that's what I see is like you accept the totality, you don't turn against the negative. It's just a part of life, you know. It's like being in meditation is different. So the way that Osho would teach is very different than a lot of these like American psychologists or authors. They always preach like this positive thinking type of thing. But that's not the way of meditation. That's like something else. It's like of the mind, you know, and it's different, you know.
Yeah, I mean, even for me myself, but I think USA, I think when I was first got to school, you know, I was getting all the 4.0 and stuff, but now just like, you know, I kind of dropped. I mean, in a way, there's a positive and there's negative. So I just like experience both sides, you know. Me has a good student and me has a bad student. And yes, I don't like the bad side, but I have to accept it for what it is for now. But I can still get back up to it, you know. So in a way, I think it's kind of good that I have experienced both sides. You know, it just makes me think, you know, in a way, I kind of, you know what it's like to be at a low level as a student, you know. I mean, to be really honest, nobody has like, you know, so quote unquote good life and good home and good family. You know, there's always something that we want to change that we don't like, we see as negative, you know.
Mhm.